Hey, hey, hey! Just down the road near the DMV. Ethan tells me they wash balls for free. Dean grabs a chainsaw and Vicky gets the flame. Here they come to bring the pain. Ooh, the investigations are free. DMV will wash your balls in gasoline. Every Clifter emasculated will agree. Nobody can do it like Dean and Vicky. If your name is Manning or PTP, Vicky's gonna find what there is to see. And if your name is Jonathan Delvaros, Dean will come and remove your toes. Ooh, they use objectivity. DMV will wash your balls in gasoline. Every grifter emasculated will agree. Nobody can do it like Dean and Vicky. Research pays off, don't you know? It pays to be in the Twitter. Their patience really is legendary. And what they learn about you is scary. Ooh, castrated you will be. DNV will wash your balls in gasoline. Every grifter emasculated will agree. Nobody can do it like Dean and Vicky. Dean and Vicky, an unlikely team, spotting truth like a laser beam. Eric July cannot escape the truth. His books are shit like a goof. Ooh, their work is simply D. DNV will wash your balls in gasoline. Every grifter emasculated will agree. Nobody can do it like Dean and Vicky. Hey, hey, hey. Vicky and Dean will find you. Vicky and Dean will remind you. Vicky and Dean will expose you. Vicky and Dean will depose you. The investigations are free. DMV will wash your balls in gasoline. Every grifter emasculated will agree. Nobody can do it like Dean and Vicky.
Yeah.
Come on.
Good evening, everybody. Unfortunately, actually, we have a little bit of an issue. Vicky restarted her computer right before the stream because she had a very, very, very bad audio delay. And she has not made it back yet. I definitely thought she would have made it back by now. Let's see, has she DM'd me? It's restarting. She's almost here. Woo! Yeah, guys. Bit of a rough start. But, you know, the good news is, she's not here to interrupt me while I, read chats from you guys. So let's see. Because that's my favorite stuff to do. Actually, let's, talk about what the topics are first, I guess. We have, a little bit of too early of gloating from, Dick Masterson and Vito about Riley's case against or the case brought against him from I guess the state of Texas or the city of whatever because of his harassment of Eric July. We have Rekieta news. I guess one of his houses is being foreclosed on. Well, if he doesn't sell the second home, the first house will be foreclosed on. And he'll have to move into the second home, which, if some of you may remember, Rekieta's second home looks disgusting. We have, I know there's one more topic before the big one, or what I consider the big one. But what is... Frog Tony, didn't leave the internet for more than, 5 days. He's already back. Which is upsetting, guys. Thought it was going to be a good 2025, but it won't be. And then, guys, I'm not sure if we'll do it first or last, but it definitely is the best part of the show. Darkgift's a fucking scumbag. Darkgift is a scumbag, McScummy scumbag. But we'll get into that when we get into it. I don't want to explain too much of it. Vicky says Jesus in our DMs, so I think things aren't going too well for her. Hopefully she gets here. It's actually a little bit more difficult to do this without Vicky. Despite the constant interruptions, it's not as easy without Vicky. Which kind of sucks. Okay, so let's see. How far back am I willing to scroll for chats? We'll start here with this random Burkaman chat. He says, at Colonel Morgue, good choice unless it's something like Firelock Games. I don't know what that's in reference to. Caden Orlando says, runs on coffee? I also don't know what that's in reference to. Vickyverse says, I believe that Griff, TJ, and Finn should only have each other left to stream with male badness. And they pretty much do. Well, that and Katie did, I think, is willing to talk to them. Let's see. Snarticon DM says, DG and TJ could almost be bad enough to get a segment on Kino Casino on a slow day. Cherry says, Grift, TJ, Niobe, Larry, Finatra, Dario should do a weekly stream together. You know, pretty much everybody on that list except I think Niobe was willing. Oh, actually, I don't think DG and Dario were willing to do a show together, but before DG joined them, I think pretty much everybody was actually doing a show together. Being friends with Finatra must be embarrassing. Yeah, that is the case for sure. Let's see. Let's skip a lot of these chats. Hen says, I am only just about awake, well hung. Hail Dean and Vicky. Vicky's fault, says Perth. That's true. Where the fuck is she? We have a show to do. She's not even here. Where did you hide the body, Dean? It's true. I guess there's no real proof Vicky's still alive. Anyways, Dean's show is future, says Maho. Dean killed Vicky? You can't prove it. That truck is giving off early 90s CGI vibes, reboot style. Big payout, said Sherry. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Already in bed, well hung. They can always get Suzanne. That's true. Darkgift brought a 6-pack of wine, coolers, and flavored condoms to his friend's funeral. Oh, that's fucked up. That is fucked up. We want Dean and Raptor, and that's not true. We don't want that. And guys, finally, the prima donna Vickyverse joins us. Hi, Vicky. Oh, maybe? Maybe she joins us? Oh. I might have murdered her, guys. I am not sure Vicky is with us. Hey, Vicky, you there? Nope, she's gone. All right, guys. I don't know what to do about her being a part of the thumbnail, though. Because technically she is still here in spirit. And I guess we gotta kind of. This show is gonna be difficult, but it's supposed to be a good show, guys. So the show must go on. I'm assuming, or maybe she wouldn't like that. No, the show must go on. So, guys, let's get into the show. Man, a solo fucking D&V stream. This sucks. Oh, maybe she's back. Hi, Vicky. Okay. When she's able to talk, I guess she'll talk. What?
Is that better?
Yes. Yes.
Came back. Is it all right now? Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is not a pre-recording. This is actually Vicky. Maybe. I have not weakened at Bernie's, sir. So which would you like to start with, Vicky? We got Imholt, we got Fagatoni, and Dick or Vito.
Whichever one.
All right, let's do Dick and Vito.
Okay.
The great chickening is upon us.
Yeah.
Eric July's great chickening.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
You can be happy that he lost, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I thought it was nonsense.
Oh, well.
What?
Of course. Let's...
I mean, whatever.
We all thought it was nonsense.
Yeah, I did. You guys are trying to make this into a thing, and I don't know
Make
what you
what
want.
into a
I
thing?
have no fucking idea.
That a guy lost a totally retarded loss, like,
It's
legal
very
case,
interesting.
and that Null and Vicky and all the retards
I
were
agree.
sure that...
Is that? Okay, so that's a part of the music. That's a part of the
Yeah,
music.
that's
Okay.
their. That's.
I was
them,
like,
yeah.
what the fuck is that coming from? Some.
I wouldn't add something that.
I was okay. So you didn't even. Okay, see, I was very confused by all of that.
I literally, it was so short. I just cut it straight.
All right.
I didn't even slap our logo.
Sorry about that, guys. Let's continue to listen to that terrible. It just comes in so loud. Like,
It's
what
so
the fuck?
awful. It's horrible. Yeah, that's their music. That's their biggest.
That was awful.
I was
In
going
the
to jail.
universe. Biggest
Things from
problem.
the universe. Sore winners. That fucking killjoys. That's my problem.
I'm not being a killjoy. Why has this got anything to do with
You're
me?
fucking throwing a big party.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I got lumped in with Null.
Yeah. Well, they went on and said more about you.
No, that was like I went and I
remember because
I mean, unless it was a show,
it might.
but that was the only one I found them talking.
It might have been.
And
I
it-
do remember they said more because they were like, because they tried to bring up somebody and they wouldn't. Vito kind of wouldn't bite, and then they said, "Oh, well, what about Vicky? She's a fucking idiot." And I thought,
Yeah, that was like a little bit. That was all he said was it, because apparently I don't remember saying this. I think I was actually somebody was a Riley, Ripa, every. I mean, it's possible, if Riley's at the behest of the. Not, I don't think fucking. That's just.
"Yeah, I would agree."
And I mean, I have no idea what no. I don't.
Mhm.
That's a lot of. That's a. I got more.
Apparently, they're saying you're AI, but I hear you just fine.
Oh. No, I'm.
Is it
afraid
just
now
Vicky?
I'm afraid to.
Oh wait! You are coming in very weird. Hold on, give me 1 second because I watched your volume mixer. Let's see. It's
I can turn up my volume.
no, I don't think it's that. Let's see. Properties should be set to chat. And settings over here, audio is set to chat, so that's weird. Yeah, I don't know. Try
I
talking
don't
more.
know. Evening, everybody. Sorry, I was late.
It does drop you out of nowhere.
Huh.
Oh, I get it. Okay, you should be good now.
Oh, so it was you.
For some reason, no, I've never put a filter on your thing, but I assumed the only thing it could be was a filter on your audio output. But because it's
Oh.
like I'm using like this computer, but I put in drives that like were different like things are just kind of fucked up in settings in certain places. And like videos that I haven't had in OBS for like years will just show up the next time I open up OBS, even though they weren't there just the previous day.
That's so weird.
It's very annoying. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, everybody, but hello.
Yeah,
I'm still
it's-
not opening any windows. Like I'm now scared. Like I don't want I don't want to do anything to fuck shit up.
That is fair. That is fair. All right. So
I don't even have Discord open. Like I've got nothing.
Oh no, you have nothing.
I have nothing.
I believe you
I'm
have
just-
more than nothing. I believe in you. I think
Aww. That's so
not
sweet.
anymore, not after you did that. So guys. So do we want to do
But
Aaron
yeah.
Imholt next?
Well, first we have to go over the Rekieta stuff
Oh,
before we go into
which
the
is
Imholt
PDF
stuff.
files.
There
right?
is a link in the Discord in our DMs there.
I was like,
to-
Vicky, I'm not a part of Discord. Sorry.
In our DMs, there's a link to the website, right?
Are you sure it's not just one of these PDF?
Yeah.
files that
Anyway, no, I'll read it. So, posted in the newspaper, I'm pretty sure I sent you the link, was a notice of foreclosure sale. Notice is hereby given the default has occurred in the conditions of the following described mortgage, date of mortgage, April 1, 2022, original principal amount of mortgage, $316,000. Mortgagers, Nicholas Robert Rekieta and Kayla Rekieta as trustees of the Robert Lord Property Trust, which has been in effect since, or they've owned the home since 2018 by the looks of it. So the house is going up for foreclosure sale next month, in February, which is, February the 4th. And the amount due on the notice is $307,749.05.
Wow.
So they've paid nothing. Nothing. Yeah, there's a link there to Rekieta's notice somewhere on that page. And so the property will be sold. But what happens is whoever buys this property, it's sort of like they're putting a hold on the property with a promise to pay. Because Nick has until August the 4th to pay that $307,000 to the lien holder.
That's crazy.
And then he gets the house back, and the guy and whoever the property buyer is at this foreclosure sale isn't out anything except time, right? Which would explain why that second house went up for sale, right? Like, I think they have it listed around $400,000, something like that. But they owned that property free and clear, people. Like there were no liens on the home. The trust just flat out owned it. Same for the second house. So the why he did it is kind of boggling because he just had the biggest super chat year, like out of anybody because of the Kyle Rittenhouse trial the year before.
Yeah, that is true.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Johnny Depp shit was the Johnny Depp shit still going? I don't know. But I mean, it was.
I don't think so.
I know he had.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so he was still making money off of the Johnny Depp stuff too. And and in April of that year, he takes out a loan for almost $320,000 against his house.
Mm-hmm.
And then doesn't pay anything, really? Like maybe made 1 or 2 payments,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it? That's a lot of blow and Jamaican hooker abortions.
That is a lot of blow in Jamaican hooker abortions.
Isn't it?
I would think
It's
so. Yeah.
crazy. Like it's incredible. I know he was being sued by Montegraph, right? I
That's
mean,
funny.
what was the name of his lawyer for Montegraph? That really expensive lawyer, whatever.
I have no idea.
Right? So he hired himself a really expensive attorney. He appealed it to the state Supreme Court and lost one of the decisions that the judge made.
Mm-hmm.
About which law would be applied, whether so he would get
Mm-hmm.
get protections from TC. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, are you able to hear Vicky better now?
Yeah, I have no idea if I'm just babbling to nothing.
Well, they said it was a little hard to hear you, but I turned up
Okay.
volume for everything. We have 5 memberships gifted by Chris Stanley. Thank you for saving this. Holy shit, that was... Oh, God. Floundering a little bit there, Vicky. He got... Yeah, just joking. He got Choi. I don't know who that is. He got... Cigar Gangster. Barco, some Indian name. Barco Indian something. Symphonic Flow and...
Who is it? I can't.
Mindy Wheeler, you dumb bitch!
Mindy Wheeler's a pay piglet now.
Oh, God. That is, Oh, God, you dumb bitch. Good job, Chris Stanley. That was
nice,
excellent.
Chris. Thank you. Good catch.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was the Rekieta stuff. Essentially, he's kind of fucked if he doesn't sell his second home. He'll have to move into the second home, and he loses the first home, which is way better. Yeah.
Oh, it's nice, too.
Yeah, 'cause that second home is a piece of
swanky.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you should play that video.
All right.
Yes. Yes,
So,
indeed.
What is that video? Guess we'll
Hmm.
find out.
The real reason Nick Rekieta is in foreclosure is that his plan was foiled. And his plan was foiled by a dastardly, evil, terrible guy. And that dastardly, evil, terrible guy was me. I can't help but think that people are going to say nasty, terrible, awful things about Nick and how stupid he is and how he doesn't pay his bills and why would you take out a mortgage on a house that's fully paid for? You're the dumbest who ever lived. You really are just the worst human being that we've ever encountered. Like, all these things are going to be said. And I feel like even though I can't stop them from being said, I can take responsibility, and this foreclosure is all my fault. The reason it's all my fault is very simple. Nick had a plan. Nick knew, although he told nobody else knew that he was in this trouble. I'm guessing that in his life, everybody found out by the newspaper notification. He didn't tell anyone, because I didn't know. April didn't know. Nobody knew that this motherfucker was not paying his bills. Nick had a plan. That's why he didn't need to tell anybody in his life about this not paying the bills stuff. I've been thinking about this. You'll remember Nick tried to sell me that second house, the Baldo Bunker, as they call it. He took us through a tour. And one thing that there were two things that gave me pause. I didn't think April and I were long for this world. I didn't want my kids living close to all this stuff. My kids didn't want to live there. April was out of control at this point. It was not going to work. So I go through this house. It's a fucking wreck for what they want for it. And he's all excited, and he's talking to me. Nick is selling me on this thing like it's the greatest thing for me. He's selling April on this thing like it's the greatest thing for her. Because Nick tried to sell me on this house like it was I'm giving you such a discount. And I thought about it the other day. The number he came up with specifically, remember, this house was listed on Zillow like $450. And he says to me, he goes, I'll give it to you for $350. We'll do it now. It'll be $350. And he said, we won't do realtors. We'll do FSBO. We'll do for sale by owner. And he goes, we'll avoid all the commissions. We'll avoid all the closing costs. We'll just do it between the two of us. He goes, you can set up a trust and you can be the beneficiary of the trust and you can buy it that way. This motherfucker was trying to limit his financial liability that he would have to put into the sale that he wouldn't be able to extract out of the home because he knew he needed $307,000.
I'm not sure how much of it I believe, but yeah, I think it's pretty funny. Imagine selling to Aaron Imholt. It's
Yeah,
just
for real.
hilarious. Yeah, right? I mean,
Ooh.
I it's grain of salt, of course, people. Like, I would believe part of it. I would believe that Nick probably tried to sell him the house.
Well, he did. I mean, that's.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that one is like verifiably
Yeah.
true.
That I wouldn't doubt it. I imagine Nick was desperately trying to sell that thing.
And now we know why.
Now we know why.
Woo!
Yeah. It's just it really is just kind of mind-boggling.
Mm-mm.
Like, was that law is being sued by Monograph costing him that much money plus the hookers and blow? I don't know. But it's nutty.
Yeah. No, it definitely is.
I feel for those kids. I mean, I guess like his parents could still bail him out too if he doesn't,
Yeah, I guess they might.
But man, you imagine having to move into that Baldo bunker and not
That
being
thing is
able to
disgusting.
and not being able to get a loan and having no money because you don't really have much of an income anymore and you've got all these fucking lawyers' bills and you got to live in that place and you can't fix it up because you got a foreclosure on your record. Like they'd just be stuck in that disgusting fucking house with that weird rust-stained bathroom that looks like something out of a horror movie. Ugh. Did I disappear again?
Yeah.
Ah.
I was hoping you'd just kind of continue to talk. I had to pull something out of the microwave.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So yeah, guys, that stuff is what an idiot. Who does like the house is paid off? Like, what are you doing?
Right?
Like, what do you? And you just made the most money out of any YouTuber ever that year.
In super chats, yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
He made at least like $1 million or something like that.
Yeah,
That's a shit ton of fucking money.
And
it's
it's not like you had a fucking mortgage to pay with that money at all.
And
Like,
if you assume, like, say the government takes a third of it in taxes, right? Whatever, that's still a lot of fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
It actually makes no sense.
yeah. None.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he bought himself that really expensive sports car that he wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but they must have just been spending like crazy.
Yeah, for real. You know, it's funny. Thomas Royloop is here in the chat. Thomas, I was going through my computer today, and I found something that I thought you might be interested in. Let's see. Let me just pull it up, and then we'll move on to the next topic. All right. So that's there. Anyways, yeah, I think you're gonna like this video. It's a bit of a classic.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
DA Talks is using the Vic situation
Oh,
when he
wait, no,
doesn't have a
not that
single
one.
Vic vid, yet you spearheaded the Vic stuff. Please
This
don't
one.
become a
Oh no, why is it sideways?
Yeah,
It's
but
fine.
just like
It
you
can be
did to
sideways.
Vic Mignogna. Yeah, everything's gonna be fine.
yeah, that's true.
I didn't tell Vic everything's going to be fine. I never once said everything's going to be fine. In fact, by the time I had ever even heard Vic's name, everything was already not fine. Hey, but DA Talks, keep listening to people out there when they just tell you whatever in a DM and don't provide any proof to you. Keep listening to that. That's a good strategy. It'll go very well for you.
How did that
Oh,
work
poor
out?
Vic.
I feel like you could replace Nick Rekieta with an 8-ball that every side said, you'll be fine.
Hey, you know what's funny? Is that in the overwhelming majority of life situations and literally every fucking thing you guys have brought up, you will be fine. Jesus Christ.
I mean, the
So
thing is,
mad.
the thing with Vic is
So
weird because,
mad.
like, oh, I wanted to be friends with him. I can't even show pictures. But with
Wrong. I am friends with him. I would love to post pictures, but I can't because if I post pictures, it causes him harm. That's stupid. Because of people like you.
That's always the best because of people
That's
like
always
you.
the best part.
Big mad. Sorry guys, that is a very old video, but holy
That
shit,
is very old.
he was very, very, very big mad at me, Vicky, and Thomas Royloop. I guess
And-
Preston Poultry was there too. Whatever.
Yeah, wasn't that night?
It was
that
it
Preston
was
supposed
the
to
reason.
go
Yeah, it
on?
was the reason he was watching was. Preston
Yeah.
Poultry. But we made him just very
That was-
big mad, just making
we
small
did.
jokes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want that.
yeah,
No. Sorry. So what do we do next?
What do we have left?
Who? What do we have left, Vicky? You see, we have. Let me make sure we don't have anything. Did we do Fag Tony yet?
I don't think we did Frog Tony, no.
God damn it.
Unless you did it while I was gone.
Unfortunately, no.
No.
So guys, we're gonna do Fag Tony video next, and then we'll get into
It's
the
very
Darkgift stuff because that shit is.
It's fire.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, why you're here?
Yeah. Frog Tony, it's very short, and feel free to interrupt it at any time.
What?
Feel free to interrupt it at any time, but it's short.
Okay.
I promise.
Yeah. I believe you. Unless you're just saying that to throw me off or something.
No, I wouldn't do that, Dean.
Yes, you would.
I mean, I would, yeah.
State of Texas versus Riley Dalton Mix. Reason harassment says to the clerk of said court, greetings. Come now, the state by her criminal district attorney and makes application for the insurance issuance. Of subpoenas for the following named person to compel their attendance as witnesses for the state. If you didn't understand all that legal language, basically what they're saying is these people need to be in court by order of the fucking judge. He has to sit in court and look Riley in the eye as the prosecutor asked him to tell people that he was scared of Riley. So all the people that said, Vicky, all the people that said that Eric July wasn't going to have to testify in court, guess what? You're fucking wrong again. You lose.
Hold on just a second. I never
And also,
quite
as you can
said.
see, Alex Miller also has to be there, which is very...
Oh, shit.
It's very interesting that
Sorry.
Alex Miller has to be there, guys.
I never actually said what I was snarking at was the fact that Riley had literally, confessed to all of this shit on camera, obviously. Like, I mean, I was replying to somebody else. I don't even, the other tweet, I didn't see it. I didn't even bother to look. I just looked that up. And I'm like, yeah, but I didn't, he hates me, man. They all
Yeah.
hate me. They all fucking hate
Well,
me.
technically, you're not necessarily wrong, but it's like, it'd be a terrible idea not to have him take
Oh,
the
of
stand.
course. You put everything on the table.
Yeah. But like, yeah, like this whole like nobody was suggesting that Eric DeLay wasn't going to be on the stand. Not that-
Right. They were all talking at the time, they were all talking about how and even Tony, they were all talking about how some way it was Eric July's lawyers prosecuting Riley for
Yeah,
a
of
criminal
course.
offense.
Yeah, they don't understand. Yeah.
The way they were talking about it all was just so stupid.
I remember when they were
right?
going like, this is like a conspiracy between Eric July and the
And the
police. Do you remember
cops.
that?
Yeah.
It's like, what are you talking about, dude? Like,
Yeah, he floated that out a little bit too in his little stream, but I didn't. I tried to cut it down as much as possible because it's fucking stupid fraud, Tony.
They don't seem to understand how Discovery works either. But anyways.
Oh, we get to that.
Oh, we do? Perfect.
And also, as you can see, Alex Miller also has to be there, which is
shit.
very interesting that Alex Miller has to be there, guys, because as a witness, okay, and Alex is a witness for the prosecutor, right? But he gets to get cross-examined by Riley's lawyers. They also, get to investigate certain things, Discovery, and basically we can get the Twitter communications from Alex Miller to Eric July. We can also see Student of God's tweets because Alex Miller will have to reveal if that is him if the court asks him.
Does he not understand what like scope is? Like what relevance? Like it's insane.
Yeah,
it's actually insane. Even if I were to believe his crazy conspiracy theory,
it would have absolutely nothing to do.
Court case, like if you could just question people about, like, it's not just if it's relevant to these people. Is it relevant to the case? And it's not. Like, court cases would take 10 years to prosecute if you could just go on tangents. The guy is literally retarded.
There's like less than a week between the arraignment and the trial, and Tony thinks they're gonna get everybody's emails so that Riley's defense attorney can ask Alex if he's student of God.
What's even crazier? What's even crazier is that
You know who he fucking reminds me of?
who?
Barry Merritt.
Yes, he does. Yes, because Barry Merritt used to say the same exact shit. Literally the same thing.
Same exact thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna get all their communications and we'll know everything Ethan ever said to Ro.
Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck. Has no idea that things need to be relevant in order to be covered in Discovery.
You can actually object to Discovery.
Yes, of course. If it's not relevant to...
If it has absolutely nothing to do with what's going on.
Yes, of course.
And Riley, and this case was about Riley showing up at July's warehouse, and then Riley adds the extra icing on top of showing up at that meetup.
Yep.
and telling the cop he drove over, several states to do so. I mean, that's what this is about. This has nothing to do with student of God.
Yeah, but Vicky, you don't understand court or nothing.
I
Frog
don't.
Tony went to like 2 years of law school. I heard him claim something like that.
Yeah, I have absolutely no
Yeah.
no
2 years of
personal
law school,
experience in-
Vicky, he went to anyway.
Oh, shit.
Right? Is it true, Mr. Miller, that you run an account called Student of God? And we got Andrew Rodriguez. He's another, Eric July's buddy. And of course, Brandon. Hey, Mr. Brandon, were you scared when you went up to Riley and threatened to bounce him and then turned tail and ran? When he said, "Go ahead, hit me," it's going to make you look bad. Were you scared in that moment? Is that why you went back inside?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. This is why.
Isn't that just ridiculous?
So yeah,
Like he
Yes.
really
there is a
thinks
theory,
he thinks
right?
they're gonna
There's
have a
theory that I've
Perry
heard
Mason
floating out
moment.
that Eric is leaving YouTube. He's pulling back from YouTube to try to hide the fact that he's not a celebrity, right? He's not a someone who has a status, right? Oh no, see, I'm not on YouTube. I'm a private citizen again, right? I'm not a public figure anymore, right? I'm not someone who's I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a big YouTuber. Right? So I think that might be why he's pulling back from YouTube. He's trying to, play squirrel words, right? No, see, I'm a private citizen.
Does he think that it's like, I think he's mixing up like harassment and defamation.
Yes.
Because like it doesn't matter if you're a public person, if somebody is committing harassment, like there is no, at least as far as I know, there isn't a harder burden of proof when like you're a public figure as like for harassment. I think he's mixing it up with I think he's mixing it up with defamation, where if you are a public figure, there is a much higher burden of proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when he came at me, but here's the thing.
That's part of it.
Matter, right? It's too little, too late, Eric. It's too little, too late. You see, when the crime that Riley is being accused of was, quote unquote, committed, you were a public figure, right? You could be a big actor, and I could harass you and all that stuff, right? And then you could retire and stop acting, and lead a life as a private citizen. But that doesn't mean you were a private citizen when I harassed you, right? But that doesn't mean you were a private citizen when I harassed you, right? You don't all of a sudden.
He thinks that you can just harass public figures. He's literally mixing, like, and even defamation, you can't just defame, it's just a higher burden of proof. But he is mixing the two. This guy is actually retarded. Yeah.
Yes.
Then get to sue me. So, I'm glad the Ripitards and haters will be forced to deal with this reality now. Yeah, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be glorious.
Michael Dietz
Tony,
says celebrities
cameras in
are
the
fair
courtroom
game,
cost
guys.
No, unless
that's
emotion. So here's the thing. I think if Eric July, again, it hinges on whether or not Eric July is considered a public figure. If he is, then yes, you can get cameras in the courthouse. I believe, but they got to file a motion for that, right?
Wait.
But
I got you, boo.
I think people can show up, and you can like record with your phone down.
You can record with your phone down.
Does he think this is like high school rules where like if as long as the teacher doesn't catch you?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
what? This guy is legitimately retarded.
Yeah. What you can do, in almost all of these courtrooms, is if you are a member of the media, you can request to be able to record, right? But not these none of these derps. And I mean, and when they say media, they mean real media. But yeah, but remember, people, remember, back in mid-December, right? We were all stupid for saying, or I was stupid for saying that, this unconstitutionality of the statute was kind of dumb, was a dumb idea to argue. That's not how they won, by the way, but that was a dumb idea for them to argue. And they won. They went into court. They were all declaring fucking victory over Eric July, and Riley still has goddamn court coming up in a few weeks.
It's all great. All right.
It's so great, right? I mean, that's the end of the video. But yeah, they're all freaking retarded. And Katie did last week was on some CG church stream or whatever, where they were all where they were talking smack about fucking Tony. And now here she is, like, oh. And of course, he quit streaming, everybody, just in case you didn't know, but he is back.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's just not they're just all so stupid.
Everything about it is retarded, is what she's trying to say.
This is how retarded it is. So I was actually going through some of the filings from Riley's case, like the unconstitutionality thing and everything else. That's all over on Kiwi Farms in his thread. If you guys want to go read them, they are there. But this part is from the response, the DA's response. And it's at the end. And it says, argument. Here the defendant relies heavily on State versus Chen as the basis for his argument that the statute is unconstitutional. However, a mere cursory shepherdizing of Chen shows that Ex parte Barton and its subsequent treatment of Scott versus State and Wilson versus State have abrogated and reversed Chen. Then the DA goes on. Furthermore, defendant's reliance on Kramer is spurious and disingenuous. Kramer dealt with the 1974 version of 4207. However, after the Kramer decision in 1983, Section 4207 was amended by the Texas legislature, Bader versus State, and its progeny, May versus State, are all in a sense a nullity. Again, a perfunctory shepherdizing would have revealed this. And what shepherdizing is, it's when you follow all the decisions and what actually happened with a law, right? Because shit changes, it gets amended, there are new decisions, and it's one of the most grievous mistakes an attorney can make in a filing. That's the kind of thing you look at and you should be like, oh fuck, I might want to get myself a new attorney. I mean, I know that there were the 3 counts I don't know that there's a written record from the judge because it was all done in a hearing. So you may have to get the transcript, and I'm not ordering a frickin' transcript for this. This is that would be stupid. It's not worth it. But the way Tony was talking on the stream, now remember, Tony is a retard, but apparently they can refile some charges or something or other. They just have to amend the complaint. So, but I don't know what in which, because like I said, Tony's a fucking retard.
Yeah, well, I would say that's fair. I would say.
Yeah.
Her husband is a good boy. Who's good boy? That's mean. I'm sure he's talking about Katie did. Let's see. Snarticon DM says Katie is married to a very unhappy bulldog.
Oof.
I just happened to land on that comment.
Sure.
No,
that
one was
just
not on purpose.
Of course.
It was. She's happily married to a husky. Tony should have a better understanding of how court works, given that he had to go to court for child custody after his divorce. He lost, by the way. That lucky kid. Oh, that is mean.
That was kind of mean, Morg. Thank you.
Male Badness says, Darkgift, TJ, Finatra, the Trantastic Trio. Bwahahaha. How embarrassing.
They all are.
That is
Yeah.
pretty spot on. Fascist.
They should be marginalized. Just saying.
They should be ostracized from society.
Until
I
they're
will
only
say it.
streaming. So they're only streaming with each other, like they
Yes.
are now. Yes.
Yes, they should be ostracized from polite society. But
For many different reasons, and one we will be talking about in a few moments.
yeah, in just a few moments, guys. Or maybe this moment. I've had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you.
That's so sweet.
Yes, I owe it all to you, everybody in the chat, everybody whose name isn't TJ, Darkgift, Finatra, or any other scumbag that might be associated with them. Let's do it. I'm trying to find the right way to present this, and hopefully I picked the right order, guys. See, here we have Darkgift being very misleading about how he explains this dating situation to TJ.
She's a relative of a friend.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's how I happen. Yeah, no doubt.
But the friend has since passed away.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's just weird. You know what I mean? Like,
not really.
well, all of the other friends are going to be looking like, "What are you doing?" You know?
Yeah.
But I think my friend who passed would approve.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
You know?
it don't even matter about none of the motherfuckers. Do she approve?
Well, yeah, she approves.
All right, well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only motherfucker that really truly matters. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else, they just got opinions.
Yeah, but it's a complicated, long, complicated story.
The best part to me is Darkgift. He's trying to justify why he is spoilers. Fucking the niece of his closest friend of 39 years who just died like 7 months ago. He is trying to justify that, and you can hear him even when TJ gives him a pass. He's going, yeah, but maybe it's a little more complicated than that. Like the friends, the people that know us might find it weird.
He wanted to talk about it. That's all. Like he just wanted to tell everybody about it. Like
Yeah, but
TJ was just like, yeah, all right, we'll just move on. And he's like, no, really, dude. It could be bad. It's just complicated. It's weird, man. You know. It's like he really just wanted to.
But he hasn't even told in this stream that it is what it is.
Not. No.
But he will in another. Let's see.
Okay. I get it. It's
there will be some people like, and then people in my friend's family will there'll be some of them that are a little like, like disapproving, I think.
And he's about to say that it's because of the age, but because he hasn't even mentioned the fact that it's because he grew up with it's. Let's just hear it.
Well, because there's like a 10-year gap between us.
That's what it is. It's not the
that ain't nothing.
part.
You gonna tell me a 33, 34-year-old woman don't know what the fuck she is doing.
Oh no. That's
Who said? Yeah.
it's just that like we've all like like.
We got a $2 super chat from Snarticon DM. He says, "I like that." That's a TJ quote. I like that. I like that. Nine says, "Good to see you, Nine. Has DG shown her his used panty collection?"
Maybe.
As far as like all the group of friends go, we've known each other since before that girl was even born. You know what I mean? So
Let's just play that. As Raptor would say, one more again. I don't know why he says that. It always irritates me. One more again.
Like all the group of friends go, we've known each other since before that girl was even born. You know what I mean? So that's where it's gonna get a little dicey. You know, people.
I'm gonna be perverted with it. In the grand scheme of things, of a man that looking for a woman,
and she got kids now too, so that makes it a little.
Oh.
That's the issue. She has kids now. That's what it is. That of course. It couldn't be that you were friends with the you probably he probably grew up pretty close with her parents. Like, what the fuck? He's best friend, his closest friend of 39 years, closest and dearest according to him, of 39 years, was this chick's aunt. She's the niece to her. Here's the thing, right? If you're my friend for 5 fucking minutes, guys, and when I die, you try to fuck my niece, you're a scumbag.
You're a scumbag.
I don't care that the age range doesn't make you like a no, you're a scumbag. Like, if everybody watch out being friends with Darkgift. When you die, he might try to fuck your niece. It's just a thing he does. Right? Like, it just let's go to where he admits it's the niece on Dillard's.
And Chuck Reardon is accusing you of buying an escort for New Year's. Darkgift.
Oh, fuck you, Chuck. It's I was talking with TJ earlier. I was on a stream with him, and I was telling him it's a weird situation. She's a relative of a good friend.
Oh.
Who also happens to have passed away.
Oh.
And so
but it is a possibly romantic evening, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's not like you're gonna be going like mourning or something.
Oh no.
Okay.
And no, we've been talking. It's just that like between friends, like like the friends that me and this person who passed grew up with, they might find it weird. I'm kind of close with some of her family, so they would
kind of close with some of her family. You grew up best friends with them. You've known this chick since she was born. You grew up with her parents, dude. Like, what the fuck? And like, you can hear him trying to justify it to himself.
Yeah.
Like, he is struggling with it. He's like, yeah, but they might find it a little weird. He knows it's weird. Like, he knows it's weird. He knows people are going to have an issue with it. Why is that? And yet, guys, currently, I don't know if he's still streaming, but he is currently, or maybe just a tiny bit past tense ago, streaming with TJ about how, I forget the way he worded it, but it was, he tried to downplay this, guys. Let me actually pull up a tweet of Darkgift trying to downplay this. It's funny. Notice how he won't actually say the specifics. I'm just gonna read it. Sorry, the Pacifics, because everybody always corrects me when I say specific, even though I'm the one that pointed it out, guys. Stop it. Sorry.
Well, Atlantically, Dean.
Atlantically. So let me just read this tweet to you guys, because he's gonna very much dance around. It's actually kind of funny. He's going to dance around literally any of it that makes any sense. Oh, did he delete the tweet? Oh.
I never
No,
saw
no,
it.
okay, no, here it is. So apparently reconnecting with someone over the loss of a mutual loved one and possibly catching feelings and navigating that space is now scumbaggery because that person is a relative of the deceased friend. Yeah, it's just a sister. It's just a distant cousin. It's how this reads, right? What do you guys think? Is it weird Darkgift didn't give any specifics when tweeting this? Almost like he knows if he were to say the Pacifics, it would make him look like the scumbag he is?
It would make him look like a dirty old man.
Because, I mean, that's kind of, I think, what he is.
I think he is too.
Right? Like, why else would he dance around any of the actual Pacifics of the situation? Right? Like, it can't just be a coincidence that he leaves out the fact that it's the niece of his closest and dearest friend of 39 years, and that he's known them since
reconnected at her.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into that part. No, it means he knew her when she was literally less than a week old, and he was like 15. That's what it means here in Old Liquor.
He knew the mom when she was pregnant.
Yeah. Yes, because they were close family friends. And keep in mind, guys, that none of the family knows about it. And why is that? Because he's talking about it as if the family is going to think it's weird. It's to say that they don't know it yet because clearly they haven't told them because clearly Darkgift knows that this is scumbag behavior and they're not going to be okay with it.
Because you keep toxic relationships secret.
Yeah.
From families.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's continue. This gets better, guys.
Weird. You know, because
you're shoplifting the pootie.
Well, I mean, it's the niece of my friend who passed.
Oh, and the way he says it too.
Yeah, he knows it's scummy.
I mean, we were friends.
He knows it's bad.
Yeah, let's just hear that quote one more again.
You know, so I mean, we were friends long before. You know, so I mean, we were friends long before. Niece of my friend who passed. You know, because
you're shoplifting the pootie.
Well, I mean, it's the niece of my friend who passed. And, you know, so, I mean, we were friends long before she was even born. And there's like 12 years, somewhere between, I forget exactly how old she is, but it's like 12 to 15 years difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
So
she's.
Wait.
So he would have been around like. What? In his late teens when she was born?
He would have been 15. Give me one, Vicky. I have prepared a bit of a case for everybody.
Oh, okay. I was just doing some mental math.
I want you all to check this out, right? We're about to hear Darkgift say that his closest and dearest friend of 39 years has just passed away. This is just like 7 months ago. Let's read something real fast. And just like that, your childhood is officially gone. It's awful quiet in my heart right now, Renee. This one hits different. Okay. Okay, but what if, guys? What if I told you... We got some music for this.
Nice.
What if I told you that the actions by this man aren't the actions of a close and dear friend of 39 years, but they're actually the actions of somebody who hates this woman? What you're about to witness, guys, what you're about to witness are the very cold and calculated actions of a man trying to torture a woman both in life and after death. Let's look. We have Darkgift. Imagine you're a huge fan of any artist. What is the last thing you would want done? And clearly, it would be for Darkgift to do covers of that artist, specifically for you.
What's up? What's up?
But that is what we have
how's everybody
here,
doing
guys.
out there? I know I don't normally do a dialogue before these jamming videos, but this is a song I haven't played in like well over a decade, maybe even two. And I've only played it twice. At the behest of my oldest and dearest friend, Renee. She is a huge Bob Marley fan and made me learn this song. And I've only played it the two times that, well, she's seen me play more than twice, but the two times I played it, she was there.
He played it more than twice, but he only played it 2 times.
That is not the important part. Guys, like you heard, and like we know, Darkgift has not only, after, not even a year after, not even like 7 months after, his closest and dearest friend of 39 years, passes away, he is already trying to fuck her niece. But now, we have, as you saw, him trying to ruin one of her favorite artists for her. Because of course, any song done, any cover done by Darkgift is going to ruin that song or artist for any individual who likes it. This does not sound like a close and dear friend of 39 years. This sounds like a cold and very malicious serial, I guess, torturer? Gaslighter? Abuser?
Thank you for
like
not playing the
emotionally?
song.
What?
Thank you for not playing the song.
What song? Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, guys, we have one more piece of evidence. One more piece, actually 2 more pieces of evidence. And this is very important. This is very important because this is what sells me on the fact that Darkgift actually has hated this woman the whole time. We're gonna turn up the music for this. Do 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 do. You see, guys, what did he do in her memory? What the fuck is this? Wow, that actually that music went perfect. That was not planned.
That was so good.
What the fuck is this, guys?
Yeah, what is that?
You see, let me point out a few things about this portrait that he drew in honor of his quote-unquote closest and dearest friend of 39 years. She looks like a nice woman in this picture. But what the fuck has Darkgift done in this portrait, guys? This is clearly the cold, calculated, malicious acts of a sick individual who hates this woman. Let's enhance. Why did he give her goblin teeth? Does that make sense to anybody? Who would do this? Let me zoom in on this, guys. He literally gave her goblin teeth. But why? She doesn't have goblin teeth. this has to be on purpose. This is not the actions of somebody who loves the person in the picture. These are the actions of somebody who clearly has very much a lot of disdain for that individual. Why did he make her gums like that? Furthermore, why did he give her saggy tits when her tits aren't even in the picture? I think we here have very much proven, beyond a shadow of a doubt, Darkgift was not this woman's closest and dearest friend of 39 years. She may have thought so, but clearly, he set out early on in life to torture this woman throughout her whole life and even in death. When he, not even 7 months after she died, is fucking her niece, which is a scumbag move. But guys, it gets even worse. We have just a little bit more to go through.
Well, thankfully, this one's actually. If you would ask me, if I was to give her like a legit score like that, I gotta give her a 9.
You are smitten.
I kind of am.
Gross.
Technically, people have seen what she looks like.
Why would you say that?
I did a portrait of her.
Why would you do that?
Live. I took a picture and I did a portrait.
Chris says she ain't got kids, does she?
Yes, she's got kids. At my age, finding somebody without kids is like a unicorn.
Well, I mean, you know, unicorns don't actually exist.
DG playing the long games as Patrick.
Like, I mean, unless I want to go younger than 35. I don't really
Or
kinda wanna
older
go
and they're
younger.
already out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda Gore says 9's are a myth. All girls are mid nowadays.
I would show everybody a picture, but
That's not necessary, not unless you really, really want to.
No. Like I said, you can go to one of my draw streams and you can actually see her if you wanted to. And she's in my art book. The portrait is in the art book, not her actual picture.
Okay, so as you heard, guys, Darkgift very much told us where exactly to go if we wanted to see this. So I did.
Oh, we're going on a trip.
So I want to point out, because they're gonna, why would you guys even bring that up? Like, bring it, because Darkgift literally told me if I wanted to see her, I could just go to one of his drawing streams and see it. Because he literally told me if I wanted to, which I did want to, where I could. So, when they watch this, guys, Darkgift and TJ, literally only doing this because Darkgift invited me to do so, and not in a weird, angry, ironic sense. He seemed pretty much happy for anybody to check it out.
Yeah, it's a friend of mine. It's the niece of my friend who passed. She's having a rough time, so I'm trying to cheer her up.
I tried to blur it a little bit. Okay. So this is the image. And guys, this is crazy. Because in this image, this is important to take note. It's not good. Nobody's gonna say that this is good. But clearly, he must have hated his quote-unquote closest and dearest friend of 39 years, because this image doesn't look nearly as bad. It is bad, but it
is not as bad as
the other image was clearly, like, very malicious on, why would you give her saggy tits when there's not even tits in the picture? Why would you give her obvious goblin teeth? Why would you do that to her gums? Like, she has, gingivitis.
Does she look as young in the picture as she does in the portrait that he drew?
Yeah, sort of. So, but, I mean, it's not good, but clearly, he must have hated that person that he is, pretending to have, been friends with for 39 years. He lied to this woman's face. When I think I've proven beyond a shadow of a doubt he hated her. But here he draws an image that clearly isn't malicious. It's not good. It lacks any real skill or talent, but it isn't malicious by any means. So, that seems weird. But one very important thing to take note of, guys. You see, earlier we read a Darkgift tweet. No, let's just bring that music back. You see, let's wait for it to... No? There it is. You see, earlier we read a Darkgift tweet, guys. And, that Darkgift tweet said, what did it say? Let's try to bring that up one more again, as certain people would say. It says... Actually, we got time for this song to play out. Doom, 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 doom. Let's see. Where's that window capture? God damn it. Yeah, there it is. So here we have Darkgift saying, do, do, do. So apparently reconnecting with, oh, just wanted to check how long we got for the song. Okay, so apparently reconnecting with someone over the loss of a mutual loved one and possibly catching feelings and navigating that space is now scumbaggery. Because that person is a relative of the deceased friend. I think the puritanical police have jumped the shark. Reconnecting with someone over the loss of a mutual loved one. And catching feelings and navigating that space. Acting like there was time for that to happen. But what if I showed you guys?
Oh, no.
Nope. Nope. Oh, damn it. What if I showed you guys that it didn't really happen like that? What if I showed you guys that this portrait drawing was July 6, 2024? Do you know why that's important, guys?
Come on, you can do it.
Do you know why this is important?
Chat, you can do it.
Because it was only a month and a half before that his friend died. Literally a month and a half after his best friend, his closest and dearest friend of 39 years passed away, he's trying to fuck her niece. It wasn't even not 7 months. It was a month and a half. He's doing this portrait. Trying to get in her pants.
That's just
absolute fucking scumbag, guys.
awful.
Absolute fucking scumbag. Darkgift, you know there's a reason why you don't give any specifics in the tweet that is addressed to like me and Vicky. So apparently reconnecting with someone over the loss of a mutual loved one and possibly catching feelings and navigating that space is now scumbaggery. Darkgift, you know there's a reason why you're not giving any specifics in that tweet.
It's there's a reason why you were hedging so hard around it every time you talked to her.
Yes.
You talked about her on a stream with somebody else.
You know you're being a scumbag.
You know it's
so fuck off with this. I think the puritanical police. How about you tell everybody the actual specifics of it? Just openly and try not to be a bitch about it. And TJ, if it's not such an issue, tell Darkgift that once you die, it's cool if he fucks your niece. If it's not such an issue, everybody just tell Darkgift, yo, once I die, why don't you just fuck my niece? It'll be fine. It'll be totally cool, bro. And it still wouldn't be comparable. Because none of you fucks are his closest and dearest friend of 39 fucking years, and he was there while your niece was fucking born and watched her grow up. But it would still be fucking weird.
It is fucking weird.
You're a fucking scumbag, dude. It's actually insane. This is actually puritanical police. Dude, just tell the specifics of it. Tell it. How about you just ask the people around you, yo, is it cool if I start fucking your niece when you die? If there's really no big fucking issue with it, just ask your friends. Ask any of your friends around you. It'd be like, yo, you know, I'm not even asking permission, but when you die, I kind of have the hots for your niece. I think I'm a fucker.
If it's not such an issue, tell everybody, like, take her out.
Yeah, if it's not such an issue, why haven't you told anybody that's, like, in their family or mutual friends? If it isn't an issue. But it is, and you're a fucking scumbag. Right?
I hate Darkgift.
Like, fucking... Like, I actually thought there was no way Darkgift could get any lower. Puritanical police. Fuck you, dude. You won't even say what the actual thing is openly. Like, even when you mentioned it on Dillard, you tried to... Well, she is the niece of my deceased friend. Why are you fucking... Say it with your chest if it's not a fucking issue, faggot! You know, and I know, and everybody fucking knows, except for maybe TJ, because that guy has no fucking morals.
No.
That this is fucking wrong and gross. Darkgift.
Oh, you forgot Finn. Yeah.
Oh, that Finn part was so good. He was like, they won't be happy until you kill yourself. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest. Finn knew what I wanted before I even knew it. I would have just been happy had they have left the internet. But after hearing Finn say that, I thought, you know what? Now I actually can't be happy with them just leaving the internet. No, I'm joking. That's that's very fucking mean. I'm obviously joking, but it's fun. Like, humor is dark, guys. That was funny. Fuck you. I don't give a shit. It's like, but that's funny though. He said it like, okay, you know what? Sure, Finn. Sure. Maybe if you could help that move along. But what a fucking scumbag. And then for him to act like, why would this even be an issue? Like, fuck really? You. They did the stream right before we started our streaming. They're bitching about, man, they're not even, why would they turn a guy's relationship into content? And it's like, why would you?
Yeah.
Why would you? If you guys didn't make it content, it literally couldn't be content.
Like, why would you be talking about it? Like, what is the, like, just so everybody out there knows you're getting laid, why would you be on a live stream talking about whatever relationship you're having, but you know,
Vicky, let me explain this to you. Because I have a feeling that portrait was from her only. Oh no. So like, let me explain something to you, Vicky.
Please.
You see, TJ and Darkgift, they seem to think that because they go online and talk about times where they totally got their dick sucked, that like it validates that they get pussy. And what they don't actually realize is they are looking for validation from the fucking internet. And it literally doesn't get any fucking sadder than that.
No, it doesn't.
They seem to think if you don't talk about women in your life, that you don't have any women in your life. But, like, here's the thing, guys. The reason you don't find me having every bit of my personal life talked about is because I don't talk about every bit of my fucking personal life. Because I'm not a loser who needs validation from the internet, TJ. And if you are one of those people, like you are, TJ, this isn't me just being funny. That is not a life worth living.
No, it's not.
I'm not saying for you to end your life. I'm not saying don't. But how about you go live a life worth living? Instead of constantly trying to get validation from the internet by talking about every part of your life, but then crying when people talk about it. Newsflash for the 1000th fucking time, you fucking brain-dead faggots. It wouldn't be content if you didn't make it fucking content. Stop looking for validation from the fucking internet. And stop trying to fuck your best friend of 39 years niece like fucking a month and a half after she fucking died. That's fucking, like, I shouldn't have to explain how that's a scumbag move.
That should be self-explanatory, yes.
And it is, even Darkgift gets it.
Yeah.
The only person that doesn't actually get it is TJ.
I was just about to say that.
When it's TJ is like, oh, yeah, that's cool. The motherfucker's gotten 5 out of 10 of his kids fucking aborted, dude. He is not a moral arbiter of, like, what the fuck? It really makes no fucking sense. And then to fucking go on Twitter, make this fucking, so apparently reconnect. Fuck you, be honest, you fucking scumbag. For once, Darkgift. You fucking two-faced rat snake, dude. You can't even be honest with your fucking self, bro. Fuck you, man. Act like anybody else at the issue here. Fuck you. Tell the fucking family then. Tell your fucking close family friends that you're now fucking the niece that you fucking watched her grow up in that house of theirs. How about you fucking tell them that, Darkgift, if it's really not a fucking issue? But you won't. Because you know it's an issue and you're a fucking scumbag. Alright, sorry guys. I got very fucking...
Got very heated there, D.
He's a fucking scumbag,
I know,
bro.
they're just awful people.
Like, fucking, man, just... I'm not gonna say, you know, like, yeah, it's... You guys don't live lives worth living. I'm not gonna say killing yourself, but... I'm not gonna stop you if you do. It's just like, fuck you, dude. Like, you fucking two-faced, disingenuous fucking bitch.
And imagine hopping on a stream with TJ and Finn to like just as the icing on the cake, right? Crying with those two. TJ after his own niece issues, and Finn after, you know, who was more than happy to tell the train story.
Oh yeah, that was fucked up.
Right? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And there are things I should not know about some of these people, Dean.
We shouldn't know any of these things.
I should not know any of these things.
And yet, they get mad that we talk about it. But only because you dumb faggots keep talking about this shit.
About it.
Darkgift, this wouldn't be content for me if your dumbass wouldn't fucking think that he's being cool by fucking gloating. Yeah, I'm with this younger chick. Haha. but you know, it might be my
It might be. It's kind of problem. It's a little
my best friend who's now dead's niece. Like, fuck you! I just... Nobody should even know about the person you're dating regardless.
Yep.
I know that you need validation from the internet, and that's why you bring it up. But stop it! That is sad. That is sad behavior. Stop it! These fucks are so retarded, Vicky. I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. This is gonna sound like I'm bragging, but it's just true. Most of you look like fucking ass. Even in the chat. Most of you look like ass. I hate to say it, guys. I am, if not the second most attractive person in this space. Fuck you all. It's just a fact. Most of you look like fucking ass.
He is pretty.
They seem to think because I don't talk about having a love life or a sex life that I don't.
Well,
no, I don't need validation from the internet, you dumb fucks! It's just... That's not how you should live your life! And if it is, end it! Fuck, man! I think that's gonna be it for this one, guys. But yeah, seriously, most of you look like fucking ass, guys. Do better. Do better.
We've been seeing some pictures, man. I'm just kidding. But really, I mean, it's just...
That's funny, Kurt.
Heck, I'm always surprised when one of these guys isn't, you know, like 200 pounds overweight, so...
Yeah. All right, guys.
Yeah. Why you go out and date people in real life.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think? Hold on. Let's do this. Do. No, it's not gonna.
I don't know. What are you trying to do?
Trying to get that song to play. There it is. All right. So as we close out, guys, what do you guys think? Is Darkgift a scumbag? Have we proven, beyond a shadow of a doubt, Darkgift had both means, motive, and opportunity
To be a scumbag.
to be a scumbag and commit these most heinous of acts on a woman who he gaslit into believing was his best and dearest, closest, most loved friend of 39 years before she passed away. Well, that's up to you folks. But the answer is clearly yes, and Darkgift is a scumbag.
Yes.
We'll see you all next week.
Have a great week, everybody. Happy New Year.
Doom, 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 doom.